So this is your annual reminder that self-care is really important, especially during the holidays. I love the holiday season. As I have said before, I am wearing my ugly Christmas sweater in celebration of this video, except it's not ugly, it's perfect. It has a pug on it. I have a really big pug thing, in case you didn't know that. This video is the result of a lot of questions that I get around the holiday season of dealing with families and large groups of people that may or may not be LGBT supportive, and also as a reminder that the holiday season can be really taxing and stressful on us, mentally, socially, sometimes physically, a lot of different ways, and there's a lot of things that you can do to take care of yourself. So I wanted to go over some of those. These are things that have helped me or helped my friends or just that I've heard from other people are good solutions in the world. For starters, if you get stressed out around this time of year, please know that you are not alone. It is inherently stressful to be around a lot of people at the same time, especially when you haven't seen them for a while. There's a lot of expectations of you to be super social and to be talking to people all the time and to maybe eat a lot, and maybe that's stressful for you, or to go to a lot of things, or maybe to go to a church that you're not necessarily on board with. It's okay to be a little bit stressed out by that, and you have every right to do whatever you need to take care of yourself and to just make sure that you are your priority during that time of year. If a family member you haven't seen in a long time makes a comment about your weight or your appearance or how you're dressed or whatever, look them in the eye and say, actually, I'm really happy this way. Then take a cookie and eat it and don't break eye contact with them. Just kidding, cookie is optional, but seriously, here's the key to that. Even if you do not believe it, say anyway that you are happy with the way you are. Faking it until you make it really, really works. Studies have shown it. If you need to, go into the bathroom for a couple minutes and do some power poses. That's like when you stand like this and you open your body up for a little bit, and it actually does make you feel more confident and strong. They have done studies on this. I will link to my favorite TED Talk ever in the doobly-doo. But yeah, if anyone tries to comment on what you look like right now, just remember that your opinion is more important than theirs. If people bother you about having a boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or whatever it is right now, and you don't want to talk about it, it's okay to not want to talk about it. Say, I've been focusing on school right now, or I've been focusing on work right now, or I don't really want to. If there's an added layer of complicatedness because maybe you are queer and they don't know it, that's especially a good reason to just shut it down if you're not ready to tell them. And if you are ready to tell them, then congratulations, come out at the Christmas dinner table, more power to you. The most important thing is to remember that you are not obligated to engage in any of those conversations that make you uncomfortable. So if Aunt Susan or Uncle Leo or whoever it is won't stop talking about it, just say, oh, I think my dad needs help in the kitchen, and just wander away. It's okay. The best excuse ever to stop talking to an adult is to go talk to another adult. They love that stuff. If your family is the church or religious institution going type and you're not, for whatever reason, maybe you just don't believe what they believe, maybe you've had some tensions with your church about your sexuality or your gender and it just doesn't feel right going, you have a couple of different ways that you can deal with that. You can be really honest with your family and say, I don't feel comfortable doing this, I'm gonna sit this one out and stay home. If that's not an option, then you could try to fake sick, fake tired, fake whatever you can. If those are not options, then put on an outfit that makes you feel good, go with your family to whatever the service is, and sit there and close your eyes and think about the reasons that the people around you are there. Chances are they are not there to reflect on how much they hate people like you. They're there for the exact same reason you are, because they want to be loyal to their family, because it's a tradition that they've never questioned, because maybe it gives them some kind of connection to a higher power, even if they aren't totally sure about it. Even if the church has wronged you in some way, you don't have to be there for the institution and for everything that's around you. Think about the people who are there and their individual stories. Each of them is going through something as complicated as what you're going through, even if it's not exactly the same. So, I mean, I went to Catholic church when I was younger. I'm not Catholic at all, but my mom is, so I would accompany her to make her feel good. And there's the part where you just turn around and say hi to everyone and shake everyone's hand, or do the peace be with you handshakes all around. Do that and look people in the eye and wish them the best, because holidays can be tough for everybody, even if they're not gay or trans or queer and struggling with it. Everyone has something that they're dealing with. So go to church or go to whatever religious service for the other people and for your family. I don't know if that makes sense or if that's gonna help anybody, but it has helped me. My other favorite thing to do at church when I'm trying to get my mind off the institutional homophobia there is to count how many times I yawn, which is disrespectful, but it passes the time. I think my record is like 17, but we'll see. And finally, maybe you just have a general feeling of un-okayness that you can't attribute to anything in particular, and that's okay too. And in that case, there's so many things that you can do to make yourself feel better, and I encourage you to seek out as many of them that make sense for you as possible. I have this really strong memory of my Christmas last year. So at this time last year, I was really horrifically depressed, and I went home to see my family for the holidays, and it was great. And I remember this one night where we had friends over, and we had a delicious, glorious meal, and everything was great. And I was genuinely happy in those moments, but the overwhelming social aspect of it and just being, so hyper stimulated by everything around me was too much. And at the end of the night, my dad was like, let's all go for a walk. Let's celebrate this great day we had. And I just had to step back and say, no, this has been too much for me. I have to go upstairs and cry in my room for 20 minutes, and then I'll be back and I can, come hang out again. And that's what I did. And my dad didn't understand it. My mom did. I had to take a step back for myself, and that's something that you can do too. Take a walk around your neighborhood or go build a snowman. It doesn't have to be a snowman. I haven't even seen Frozen. You can take a walk, take a bath, sing in the shower, bake cookies, do a craft, call your friends, read a book, watch a movie, watch the Rugrats Hanukkah special, watch Elf. Those always get me in a good mood. If you haven't heard of it, Your Holiday Mom is one of my favorite websites in the world. It's a collection of LGBTQ friendly moms. Some of them have queer kids, some of them don't, who write letters to all those queer kids out there who don't necessarily have supportive families. The link is below. It's really heartwarming and great to see that there are a lot of people out there who love you, even if they haven't met you before, so I highly encourage that. And if things get to a really bad place, then please, please, please reach out for the help you need. Call the Trevor Project, call the National Suicide Hotline. There are a lot of other places you can check out. Again, links are below. So with the new year around the corner, maybe you want to make a bunch of New Year's resolutions and start off 2015 as your brand new, totally revised self. Or maybe you want to just keep being the same old self that you are, because you know what? You are love-worthy and perfect and amazing exactly as you are, and you don't have to change in 2015 to keep deserving love in 2015. That's all I've got. I love every one of you, and my holiday wish for you is that you love yourself too. If you have a favorite de-stressing resource that I haven't mentioned, I highly encourage you put it in the comments because other people might be able to get something out of it. Happy holidays, happy new year. I love you. I will see you soon, and remember to eat as many cookies as your heart desires. See you next time.